Richest countries in the world. Richest countries in the world. Location is a major player in the overall wealth of a country. For example, developing countries do not rank very well when GDP is the variable in consideration. If access to certain items and necessities is restricted, people are already working with a substantial disadvantage. Places that are not war-stricken or already burdened with a less than ideal economy are not set up to do well in the competition of gross domestic products between countries. This is why, when looking at the list of the wealthiest countries in the world, you'll find that places where trade or massive production is the primary source of income rank higher on the list. The poorer countries are less involved in global trading, and they are more independent in the sense that their direct involvement in international affairs is lesser than the wealthier nations. This is because money and power are so naturally interwoven, contributing to the overall wealth and GDP of a country. 5 countries are regarded as the wealthiest countries globally, and we will talk about each one below. 1. Luxembourg. The European country of Luxembourg has been classified and defined as the wealthiest country in the world. The findings are based on the gross domestic product values of the countries. The GDP is calculated by dividing the country's total GDP by the population size, and from there, you'll end up with the GDP value per capita within a country. The GDP value per capita of a country is an excellent way of measuring a country's wealth because it considers the standard of living. By taking the GDP of a country and comparing it to the GDP of another country, you'll be able to accurately determine which country is more prosperous than another, with a few other factors being taken into consideration as well. Looking at Luxembourg in particular, the GDP of the country in 2017 was $107,053 United States dollars. In 2019, the country's GDP increased to $119,719 United States dollars. 2. Norway. The GDP of Norway ranks as the second largest in the world. Back in 2017, Norway's GDP registered as $74,571 United States dollars. In 2019, the country experienced a high jump to a GDP value of $86,362 United States dollars. 3. Switzerland. Switzerland is yet another European country that made the list of top 5 wealthiest countries based on GDP per capita. The GDP of Switzerland is currently $83,833 United States dollars. This is much higher than the GDP of Switzerland in 2017, which was registered as being $80,069 United States dollars. 4. Ireland. The GDP of Ireland is $81,477 United States dollars. Compared to the country's GDP in 2017, the current Irish GDP is nearly 11,000 United States dollars greater than it was. For reference, Ireland's GDP in 2017 was 70,220 United States dollars. 5. Iceland. The European country of Iceland has a current GDP of 78,181 United States dollars. 2 years prior, the GDP was 73,529 United States dollars.